Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for another weekly Oracle and Tarot card reading. And today's reading will cover us from December 23rd to the 29th. And I want to wish everyone happy holiday, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, season's greetings, whatever you follow. I'm so happy to have brought you these videos all year long. And for those of you that have subscribed out there, liked my videos and commented, it really meant a lot for me this year. So I'm going to continue these readings into the new year as well. And let's get started with this week's reading. And we're going to be using the Sacred Destiny Oracle. This was a deck that came out this year by Denise Lynn. And this will be the second time I'm using the deck. Beautiful cards. If you'd like to see the entire deck, you can click on the playlist on this channel and it will bring up all of the decks of cards that I use. And let's get started. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. And for the beginning of the week, oops, we got two cards. We'll take this for the beginning and the middle. We have Stillness. This is the card that wanted to come out. For the middle of the week, we have Standstill. Starting to see a theme here. And we'll take the card from the bottom for the end of the week. And you can use these as a pick a card 1, 2, and 3 as well, or as a weekly spread for the beginning, middle, and end of the week. And the last one is Solitude. Wow, what a way to end the year. And it does seem to be quiet after all of the hustle and bustle of Christmas between, Christmas into New Year's and then New Year's going forward. The year always seems to start off with like a quiet, silent calmness. Maybe it's because we're comparing it to the hustle and bustle of what we had gone through the month before, but this is a welcome change in my world. And this beautiful swan stillness. Okay, and let's see what the book has to say about this. Okay, and the book says, take a step back from a project, situation, or relationship, even if for just a few moments. Mend bridges, slow down, breathe. Be still, go within, listen to your inner voice, take time to connect with your spirit guides, ancestors, and spiritual guardians. Listen to your higher self. Timing is everything. This is not a good time to start a new cycle. Wait, incubate. Fix things that need fixing, heal things that need healing, think things through, forgive yourself and others. If things seem barren or even bleak, hold on. Just as the migrating birds find new life in the tundra marshes in the summer, you too will expand once again during the coming thaw in your life. So yeah, it's a time to be still, okay? The end of the year, it's time to reflect. It's not time to start something new. It's not time to jump into everything that you want to do or something you want to do. This is telling you to get some quiet, reflective time. It's perfect at the end of December. Before we begin our new year, we want to leave all of the baggage and the past in 2019, and we want to move fresh and forward with things fixed, things healed from whatever we went through this year, okay? We don't want to take that into the future, into 2020. There will be things that we need to leave behind in order to start out with this fresh, brand new year that's upon us. Okay? Possibilities are endless for this new year. However, though, if we don't fix or take stock of what's working in our lives and what's not, what we need to release and let go, what we have gained and what we could use for our future good, this is the perfect time to get some quiet time, okay? Get some quiet time where you could reflect, meditate, think about what you want to do in the new year. Just don't start it yet. And just, the card is telling us to tie up any loose ends, okay, before the new year begins. And then we have, in the middle of the week, a card 2, Standstill. Again, it's this slowing down type of thing, this energy where we're regrouping, we're grounding ourselves, we're getting centered, okay? The standstill, okay, doesn't mean that nothing's happening, okay? There could be things happening behind the scenes that are going to help us. Okay, maybe we're at a stalemate or a gridlock in our life where things don't seem to be moving. Okay, take this time, the standstill, in order to reflect. Reflect on the things that matter to you. You know, what could stay, what could go. It's all about, making sure that you remove the things that are no longer for your highest good. Maybe you've outgrown relationships, people, places, things. Now is the time to, take inventory of your life. And the book is saying if it feels that some areas of your life have slowed down or even come to a standstill, what was I saying? Stalemate, gridlock. Absolutely. You are right. Something is not progressing. Even if it seems that things are flowing, look beneath the surface. Perhaps something is immovable. The first step to becoming unstuck is to acknowledge where you are. The soul loves the truth. In life, you can either say, there are no weeds, or you can notice the weeds and begin pulling them out. Notice what isn't working in your life. I'll tell you, this was so strong from Spirit. Notice what isn't working in your life and then take slow, steady steps to unblock the barriers. In nature, when one is being sucked into mud, the worst thing to do is struggle. The best thing to do is slowly and carefully, one step at a time, extricate yourself. So what was I saying? There's going to be things that we're going to need to let go this week, okay? Things that are not going to be carried into 2020. If you want a happy, satisfying relationship, you can't hold on to the old baggage of friends or family members or sad to say spouses. I mean, some people may be separating. But you gotta know what's for your highest good and what needs to go, okay? And believe me, it never ends. I mean, I'm constantly releasing things. And you don't need to wait, for the full moon to release things, okay? You could release things whenever you feel it's necessary, okay? When things aren't working out or things aren't changing or they seem immovable, they're not meant to be, okay? And if you don't remove these things from your life that are toxic, people, places, things, okay, the universe has a way of removing them for you, okay? I mention this all the time in my videos. I had a very toxic job. I prayed almost every day and every night. What do I do? Do I stay? Do I go? I need to pay the bills. I've invested so much time at this business. What do I do? And then, a few years later, after going back and forth, the course of events that took place made me realize that there was no going back. That you definitely have to get away from this. It's going to ruin your health. It's killing your soul. It's killing your spirit. And, I didn't know how or why, but I just took that leap of faith. And it was the best thing I ever did. Because when things aren't working out, that's your sign. It's not meant to be. If things are too difficult and you've done whatever you could do to try to change things and it's just not happening, it's not your person, it's not your job, it's not something that needs to be in your life anymore. And then the last card, I love this one, the full moon in the background. And there's this boater out on the lake and the water is so still. And it's a solitude. And, what I'm getting from Spirit is you need some time to yourself, okay? Take a warm sea salt bath. Go for a walk. Meditate. Just sit still, for at least 10 minutes, okay? Go within. We cannot operate in overdrive all the time and expect ourselves to have a happy, healthy life. We wear ourselves too thin. We try to please everyone. We try to do everything for everybody. And this is telling you that you need the solitude and this time out. And let me check and see what the book is saying about this because it's a beautiful card. I love it. These cards are great to meditate on every day too. It's saying spend some time alone. In your life, this means to take your own counsel rather than relying on the opinions and dictates of others. Break away from the crowd. Be on your own. This card also speaks of self-resourcefulness, self-reliance, and tenacious individuality. If you are working on a project, trust your instincts and follow your own lead. Your creativity is at its peak. Let it flow. If you're in a relationship that is disempowering, this card suggests that it's time to step away. Take time to reassess your life. In solitude, you will thrive. This card also suggests safe haven, a sacred month for incubation and self-transformation. Yeah, so when we're able to be alone in solitude, okay, we really get to know ourselves. That's why a lot of people don't like being alone. They fear being alone because they might have to face their inner demons. But I'll tell you, it is so beneficial to spend time in solitude. I unplug and I log off my Facebook and YouTube and, you know, shut my phone off for days at a time. And once you do that and you're able to regain your groundedness, your centeredness, you become addicted to it. Believe me, we all need a break. Okay? If we don't slow down, the universe will eventually slow us down because we eventually get exhausted. You're drained mentally, physically. So this is telling me that, you know, this week is going to be a week of going within, deep contemplation, assessing everything in our lives from what's making us happy, what's not, who and what could stay, who and what needs to go, what needs to be released, because we're not taking these things into 2020. Okay, we're going to have enough challenges and opportunities to grow next year that we don't need to carry this baggage. We need to put these bags down and leave them behind. And what's good for us could go along with us, and the rest needs to be released. Very beautiful week. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like it by giving it a thumbs up, share the video, and above all, subscribe because I will be back with more.